On this video, Tuesday, 27th November 2012, it's coming up to 1:55 p.m. Chicago time. Just recording this for the close of the day, just kind of get it out. It's kind of late here, coming up to 9 p.m. France time. Just been out to dinner, it's kind of nice. Anyways, so we're hunting for this cyclical resistance to come in, and it'll signal pullback in a downtrend. We are in a downtrend because we're below cyclical support on the daily chart, Emini here. Yeah, we've had this nice bounce over the last week or so after we had exhaustion, selling bullish divergence kind of comes in, bang. And then, with last week's activity with the Thanksgiving holiday and so on, all the pros were using that just to push this thing way up through 1400. Good on them. They've done well, but at some point this will play in. This cyclical resistance will come in, and I think over the next day or two we're going to be hunting for that and then just rolling over. You can see it on all the different indices here. So this is the Dow, same thing, amateur up bars into exhaustion buying. These will cross, these lines will cross and will kind of roll over soon. NASDAQ, same thing, looking for that cross on better sine wave for it to come down. Amateur up bars, into that kind of turning point. And S&P 500, exactly the same thing, cyclical cross here. And lastly, the Russell. So we got this kind of rolling over. No volume data for the Russell, so just waiting for that cyclical resistance to kind of come in. Trend oscillators have already rolled over, so we had a nice couple of trades here, took profits on this short and this long trade here, and so the trend systems are making new equity highs. Bang, look at this. Been a really nice run over the last couple of months here. They're doing really well, so I'm pleased with that. And so they've rolled over. They tend to be a little bit early anyway, so that's why they've rolled over. So we've got some time to run until this kind of finds its way on the way down, and what I'm hoping for is we test the lows and kind of break to new lows. Better X trend, same type of thing. So at some point we'll kind of roll over here. We'll roll this trailing stop, volume trading stop will come down after this, just like we had here, and we'll have a move similar to these type of exhaustion selling move, kind of from this little pivot point on the way down. So whether it happens in the next day or two, that's kind of the question for me. I still think we need to find our pullback to end of trend, a final move on the 40,500 tip bar chart. This thing started off with exhaustion selling and bullish divergence, bottoming out here, and then we've raced away from there. We've not really had a strong kind of volume exhaustion kind of signal here yet. Been fairly decent readings up at kind of 60,000, but this was a pretty steep reading. I think this one was 80, 85, something like that. So, pullback to end of trend ought to be signaling off on this over the next couple of days as well. So, let's see how that plays out, whether we get, a strong move down and then a weak kind of move up, or we actually, we had quite a little bit of selling over the last hour or so, but, it's holding around this 1400 number. So, is this just going to be a weak kind of sell off and then finally get that exhaustion move and then plays into pullback to end of trend? So I don't know which way round it's going to happen, but really I should be waiting for pullback to end of trend on the 40,500 tip bar chart before kind of counting my chickens and this thing kind of rolling over strongly. So that's just need to be kind of aware of that. Today's trade, quite nice. Yesterday I traded horribly. Just haven't traded for 10 days or so. I was in the UK and then didn't trade around Thanksgiving just because it's kind of slow and low volumes. But yesterday I just got greedy. I had a 4-point trade in my favour and moved my target out to 6 points, and just at 4 points it just turned around and went entirely the opposite way and kind of wiped out anything that I'd made. So I was really kind of annoyed at that. Today I was far more measured, so kind of kept my targets at a 4 and a 3 for a second one after I had one losing trade to start with. So 6 points, 3 trades. I was quite happy with that, and just playing these support and resistance on the 4500 tip bar chart. So just to talk about this kind of briefly, the setups for these. So we have cyclical support kind of holding on both on the 40,500 tip bar chart, and you can see they're likely to be good because we got blue professional bars kind of coming in here after the open, and that one holds. We race away. This is where we had the consumer confidence numbers kind of come out here, kind of exhaustion pattern into that. Cyclical kind of resistance kind of comes in, so the professionals are taking profits there after the number comes out, and then bang, we kind of go the other way. This little blue bar, note the blue bar is kind of on the way up, so that's professionals kind of, as this thing bounces off those lows, that kind of previous low, those are the professionals kind of getting short. The low of that bar is taken out and we kind of come in here. Pretty weak selling. We know this is going to be a weak bounce because it's driven by the amateur up bars, and so on the way up we got professionals taking profits. We get exhaustion buying here, and we roll over again here. So and then so towards the end of the day we're kind of holding around here again, cyclical support kind of coming in a blue professional bar. So we can see kind of the general trend of what's kind of going on from the 40,500 tip bar chart. Then on the 500 tip bar chart, this is a little bit bunched up, I realize that, but look at these pullback to end of trend, pullback to end of trend, pullback to dirty end of trend up here, pullback to end of trend here. So all of these pullback to end of trend signals are all syncing up with these cyclical highs and lows on the 4,500 tip bar chart. So these are cycle moves in the higher time frame. They're equivalent to trend moves in the lower time frame. So the lower time frame is giving you kind of confirmation that we've got an end of trend happening here. We've got all these exhaustion selling signals, and we roll over, we do exactly the same thing. And then using the 1500 tip bar chart with exhaustion patterns on the 1500 tip bar chart to give me kind of a directional cues on terms of trend. So this was leading into the consumer confidence numbers. We get exhaustion buying here. Didn't end up with a bearish divergence signal like we had at the top here, because the buying was really weak. We just went to the zero line and then kind of went down, and then bang on the way down we bottom after bullish divergence, rally until we get another exhaustion buying and bearish divergence, and we come down again, and so on. So it's kind of just looking at these three and kind of in concert and figuring out what the direction of the market is from them. So I'll tag on those two last day trades because I think they're quite nice in terms of picking off just some points here and here. So there we go. And just a last message. Thank you to everybody for the nice wishes after that last video I put up about moving averages. Got a correction on terms of the formula I put up for the exponential moving average. Apologies, I kind of got that a little bit. The alpha part was just a little bit kind of reverse, but I got a couple of hundred views on YouTube for it, so I was kind of a bit shocked at that. But anyway, so thank you for everybody who kind of watched it on YouTube and kind of had a spike in traffic to the site because of that. So yeah, much appreciated. So I hope that was kind of interest at least to anybody. So there we go. I hope your trading's going well, and looking forward to tomorrow. Long 225, and a reason for getting long now. So the support level on 4500 is kind of coming into play for blue professional bars. Beginning of the day here, so it's just an overshoot of 1500 caught by the next time frame up. Here we go. So it just wants to go for another run to the upside, so let's follow along. Kind of had exhaustion. This is getting this move going, so that's kind of anxiousness getting on board, and now we're breaking up through the support. Here we go. Alright, so long 225, let's see where this goes. Alright, just sitting through a little bit of congestion, amateur up and down bars here, so we got into Rambos, just fell off a little bit down into an amateur down bar, 175, and then kind of bouncing back. So we got this resistance that's going to become due on 1500, but just need this could be a complex correction on the way up, just waiting for that turn, but this has got to play out. So let's see, blue professional bar, and we've now broken the highs of this, so I'm hoping for a break above 3.25 into an uptrend here, and then we'll go for a little bit of an exhaustion move. So okay, here we go, so up to threes. Come on, let's get going. Go, little gathering pattern just underneath breakout level here, so it's a blue professional down bar, another one kind of on the way up. We're kind of anxiously getting on board this, hopefully. So little gathering just under 3.25, and then we just pop above and run away. So we've got a little bit of time to run before this kind of plays in. So, and that could be just a little pullback to end of trend move that syncs up on 4500. So here we go, come on, get to 3.25, and then we'll have a little bit of a run. Here we go. Got our little break. Must admit, it does look like a kind of complex correction on the way up, but we'll have a resistance level kind of print soon. It's probably going to be there, and then that gives us a target to go pull back to end of trend. Wasn't blue professional bars kind of taking profits yet, but it is fairly weak. It's not like it's I think it's just getting ready for a turnover, but let's just wait and see. Here we go, breaking into a trend move, so on 500 resistance kind of coming here, we just popped above that. So here we go, blue professional up bar, so let's jump in the creek. Target's at 6.25, which isn't far away. We've got it's 8:45. We've got consumer confidence at 9, so I'd like to be out by then. But let's see, as soon as it kind of does this, ought to get a little bit exponential. 4,000 on better momentum, so this still got some time to run. We've not seen any blue professional bars on the way up, and we're running this support to resistance, so let's get this thing going. Here we go, just got another push up. We haven't seen blue professional bars going a bit exponential, which is kind of good. 7,000 on better momentum on 1,500, so a reading of 8 or so will be good to get out. I'm just looking for 6.25, and yeah, 11,000, good. So it's got this time to run. I'm just gonna 8:48 again, just looking for that to be out by 9. Come on, just another little final little exponential pop. Come on, 5.5s. That final push, we got exhaustion buying on 1,500. Not seen a blue professional bar. Here we go, 6.25 is what I'm after. Blue professional bar coming on the 500. We're just out. Excellent, 4, 6.25. So blue professional bar coming in on the 500, the exhaustion buying. And let's see when this bar closes what it actually is. If it ends up being blue bar, it'll be a pro signal exit. And at some point we've got cyclical resistance kind of in due on 1,500 as well, so this will go pullback to end of trend, I'm sure, and this will go with a cyclical resistance. But let's see, come on. So 4, that's not bad, but I had a loss of 1 on that first trade, short 14.01 that I got out at for a loss of 1, so nice to pick that up. And I'm going to wait for this consumer confidence number to kind of come out and see what happens after that potential reversal day. We've got quite a lot of buying here, so you know, this is the end potentially of this move after yesterday's bottom, bullish divergence bang. Overnight we kind of get this. That was a fairly high reading at the end of the day, but this could be the end of this move, kind of mirroring that exhaustion selling on the downside here. So well, on blue professional bar, it's interesting anyway, so that'll be a cyclical resistance. But so this has still got to play out fully, but just watch it and see over the next 10-20 minutes. 75, short 475. Just checking my stops and targets. And reason I'm getting short, so a couple of minutes after consumer confidence number came up, 9 o'clock, and pull back to dirty end of trend, just about to go off here. This will be support to resistance on the 4500, so trend move equivalent to a cycle move on the higher time frame. This last move up, blue professional up bar, breaking the lows of that after we had our exhaustion buying, so good, breaking down. So this is the exhaustion buying to mirror the exhaustion selling that we had setting off this move. So now it's kind of come full circle. Here we go, there's the end of trend, just went off. Okay, Rambo patterns, Emini down bars, not necessarily good. We're going to bounce from there. But it was very weak there. It's almost like it should be a bearish divergence signal. So let's see. So short 475. Ooh, well, this thing's really quickened up. We just broke through support 500, 3.5. So we're into a downtrend now on the 500 tip bar chart. There's that resistance come in. So targets at 1,475, a couple of points away, and yeah, if all of a sudden, yeah, here we go, all of a sudden everybody kind of jumps on board. Already up 3 points today, so certainly not going to get greedy. Okay, Rambo pattern here, and a down bar here, but let's see where this goes playing out in terms of resistance to support. The next place is going to get caught, it's kind of down here. I might think about moving the target, so it's just still going down. Professional up bar here below support, so professional's kind of getting short at this point. Just moved my target to 175. I want to be out of this thing, so I think we've got to 150 on the way down here. I've got exhaustion. That was down 11,000 on better momentum. The previous low I think was 1,475, so that was my original target. Was just sitting there and just don't want it to be there. Rather we just take out the lows of that blue professional bar, head down, and be out. So I just need this to turn around. We're just bouncing off these kind of amateur down bars here. But come on, let's break back down to and just come around. There we go, blue professional bar there. That's it's not a pro signal exit, just because that's blue professional up bar, but I just want to be out. The wording there's like a little bit of a double up here underneath the support 500. Still in the downtrend. Now we got support kind of coming on the 1500. This has got to turn around, and I thought that was enough. Let's see. Just taking out 175 for another 3. Excellent. And 6 points, 3 trades. Nice. This will probably go lower, but yeah, this 1400 level is absolutely key. It's 9:13. Just rather quit for the day. Yesterday was a long day, so don't want to be trading. So good. Yeah, this still got to finish up pullback 200 trend on the 500, and it's still got a ways to go, resistance to support. So that'll take it through 1400. Done.